Oh yeah, she is roaring. Well guys, welcome back to the cabin life. Today we have kind of an interesting video for you. For the past few days, I've been kind of getting acquainted here in Maine, and this is obviously a place I haven't explored much of. We've been doing some ice fishing, some snowmobiling, and of course some filming for all you beautiful people out there. But in today's video, we're doing something pretty interesting, and it makes sense as to why we're doing this in Maine. What we're gonna be doing is a little catch and cook. We got our buddy Dice over there. There he is.
What's up?
Slammy D. We're in the cabin right now and we're about to cook up a freaking killer meal. This is kind of like our last big hurrah of the trip, so we figured we'd do it right. We've got two main ingredients. On my right, we have an official, authentic Maine lobster, and on my left, we've got some venison. Dice is gonna cook with the venison, I'm gonna cook up the lobster. This is truly the best meal you can have in the Northeast Territory. This is gonna be absolutely delicious. I'm excited to see how he cooks this, and we'll see how this goes. I'm probably gonna keep it simple, maybe boil it, put some butter, maybe a little bit of salt, and just make it taste so good. The thing about lobster, you don't have to do much to it.
So what I'm gonna do with the chops here, some salt and pepper on top, put it in a skillet with some butter and some thyme. Got some fresh thyme.
Bud loves thyme.
Put that in there. That's all you need in my opinion, and it cooks great. You don't need to cook venison long. It's a lean meat, not a lot of fat. And then we're also gonna get some Brussels sprouts in there, maybe toss these in the oven with a little salt and pepper, some olive oil, get those nice and crispy.
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna have ourselves a meal here, so I'm excited. I think it's time to get cooking. Let's see what we can do.
Okay, buddy. All right, let's take his little bands off there. Bands that make good dance. Ooh, that's a big crawdad. So we're gonna put this guy out of his misery and then drop him in the pot. I've admittedly never cooked whole lobster. I've always done like claws and then of course tails, but whole lobster, this is new for me. In she goes. Oh yeah, that'll do. I thought the pot was gonna be too small, but that'll work. I'm actually using the pot from the previous owner, so yeah, kind of had to wing it there. But that should be good enough for the big old bug. It's crazy, lobsters are just giant saltwater bugs if you think about it. They're like literally arthropods, aren't they? Or are they crustacean? Don't audit me on that.
One of the little different things about venison rather than like beef, you really don't want any fat in there while you're cooking it. That's where it kind of gets that gamey taste, or especially the skin. I think they call this like blue skin and stuff. This you want to get off of there. It's really tough. You won't be able to chew through it. So it's best to just get it off. Try and save as much of that meat as possible. Usually it can kind of peel off. We'll clean these up, get them in the pan, and get to cooking.
Our little lobster is ready. We're gonna take him out right now. Normally you're supposed to use tongs, I think, but I don't have tongs, so we're just gonna use a spatula and grab him by his antenna. There we go. Hang on, little buddy. Gonna bring it to the plate. Hang on there. Gonna try to go over Dice's pan. I don't wanna mess up his recipe. Boom! And that is how you cook a Maine lobster. I definitely had the easier part of this whole catch and cook. He's working Brussels sprouts. Hey, Dice, you take the venison, I'll take the lobster, which requires 7 minutes of boiling, and then it's done, yeah.
That's nice. He's not alive anymore.
No, he's definitely, I think, dead. The funny thing is I actually went on Wikipedia and looked up how to cook a lobster after I put it in the bowl, and I realized I messed up. I was supposed to put him head first, and I think I kind of put him like torso in first, but it looks good. The trick now is to let that lobster cool down. The shell's gonna be like scorching hot. So I'm gonna let that cool down, and while it's cooling down, I'm gonna melt some butter, and I'm gonna kind of create a nice little dip for the actual meat, because lobster's good, but it's even better with some butter. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Back to Dice. No?
Yeah, that can work. That can work.
Yeah.
This spatula is just like,
Yeah.
so.
Wait, can you say that one more time? What is this spatula?
Phew. I'm just gonna toss the garlic in the pan whole.
You do whatever you need to do, Desert.
Venison doesn't, as I mentioned, doesn't really have any fat in it, so it cooks a lot faster than beef. Want to get this on high heat when you're cooking this. A lot of times if you're doing maybe a thicker steak or cooking beef, you're gonna do the reverse sear and incorporate the skillet, but today we're just gonna use the skillet, not the oven. Next piece we need is a spoon, and you want to baste. And smell it. It smells delicious.
Wow, dude, that looks so good. What do you have more confidence, cooking veni or cow?
Both. If a cow, I do the reverse sear. That's a little harder because you really need a thermometer to make sure you got the right. You need to put it in the oven for about 20 minutes, cook it slow.
So this is, you're doing medium rare right now. Do you explain?
Yeah,
okay.
I'm gonna shoot for medium rare, so hopefully we get it.
This is so much more complicated than mine. Mine was so like, dude, mine was so stupid.
Yours is like making mac and cheese.
Yeah, mine literally making mac and cheese. It's
easier.
Yeah, oh, it's way easier. Yeah, it's funny because it's like, all right, guys, so today we're gonna do a catch and cook. Dice is gonna do all the work, and I'm just gonna put a bug in some boiling water, and then we're gonna eat.
I love how you're saying catch and cook, and you caught it out of a tank at the grocery store.
Probably just one of your finest lobsters. Get some help,
Yeah, he's just fighting me a little.
yeah. Spice still is.
They taste better when they're feisty.
Ooh.
I wish this pan could be a little bit.
Dice murked the veni recipe. That looks so damn good. I don't think I've ever had venison cooked that way. But what we're gonna do now to make my lobster taste a little bit better is we're gonna make like kind of a butter dip there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take some Land O'Lakes salted butter, and we're gonna melt it down to like a liquid form. For those of you who have not eaten lobster before, butter is like pretty much the only thing you should put on it. You just take a little bit of the meat, dip it in there, and it's gonna be good. But we're gonna change it up, and we're going to add some rosemary to the butter, so it's even got like the extra kick. So I'm gonna melt this down, combine some rosemary, and it's gonna taste really good.
Perfect. It's impeccable.
Ooh. Butter is melting, veni is done, lobster is done. This is gonna be a feast. First official Maine feast in the new cabin. I'm pumped.
Is there about done? Then we're gonna feast. It's time to eat, boys.
Butter's done. Butter's done. It's a little dark back here right now. We're working on the whole light situation in this cabin. Butter is done! Guys, can I get that mitten?
Yep. Can I get the mitten, please?
So it's official. Sprouts finished, veni finished, lobster obviously done, and the finishing touch is the butter. If I can grab it, which I have right now, it's really hot. A little bit of rosemary butter. It's gonna taste so good. You ready for this? This is the best we've eaten.
Yeah.
We have literally been living off of like Cape Cod salt and vinis for the past 2 days. And this is going to hit so hard. Well guys, this is what it's like to feast in Maine. I don't think it gets any better than this. Shout out to Dice for putting forth a lot of effort with the venison. He poured his heart and soul in that. Oh my God, the Brussels sprouts look so good, dude. The Brussels look better than anything, I think. Here's the spread that we have in case you guys are curious. Right here, we've got some Brussels sprouts, which are local, I believe. Then we've got some venison, which Dice shot himself. He shot this deer this season or last season?
This season.
This season, so it's super fresh. And then we've got, of course, Maine lobster. Lobster is known to be very notorious in Maine. It's like the thing to get. And I love all of this. I actually don't like vegetables, but I love Brussels sprouts, so let's try this first.
Which is hilarious, because Brussels sprouts are like
very green.
Or they're known as like the gross
yeah.
like vegetable.
I love them. Do you want to do butter or no? Straight up.
There's a lot of butter and oil in there.
That's so good. You killed that.
Oh, those are perfect.
Yeah, not too crunchy. Like I've had Brussels sprouts before where it's burnt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's a perfect amount of crisp,
good.
soft, lots of flavor.
Okay.
Or mine. Am I going for this?
Yeah. Veni is
This
next.
is cooked perfect too, I think.
This is also, by the way, completely unbiased. We would tell you if our food was shit, but that was actually
Look at that.
unreal.
Look at that.
Oh yeah.
You see that?
Ooh.
That's how you want it. At least that's how I like it.
Holy shit. It's very tender.
Tender?
Yeah,
That's
it's
a-
not chewy.
Oh no.
Wow. It's
You
incredible.
can taste that thyme, you can taste the garlic,
It's incredible how like,
and you can still taste like that venison flavor. So good, right?
you killed. I'm gonna go for seconds on that one. That was really good. Okay, so the sprouts were a home run. This was like also a home run in my opinion. Maybe a little bit more. Now let's try this. I'm not sure.
I'm excited for this though. I haven't had lobster in so long. I've only had lobster in the Northeast, and I've only been to the Northeast
do a claw?
handful of times. So.
You do a claw?
Yeah.
Yeah. That, in my opinion, the claw is the best part. People love tails. I love the claw.
Really?
Yeah. Normally you let this sit a little bit and it's not as runny. You go butter or no butter?
Oh, you gotta go butter.
Yeah, I think so as well.
In my opinion.
Ready?
It's unreal.
It's pretty good.
Tastes like lobster.
Yeah.
Did Bud kill it?
Oh, that one melted.
It's
in my
not
mouth.
bad.
Wow.
I definitely didn't cook this the best. Yeah, no, it does taste good. I will say that, but I definitely could have cooked a little bit longer. This was fun though. I enjoyed this. If you guys want to see more catch and cooks, there's a lot of different things we can catch / hunt in Maine that would be cool to film and cook up for you guys. But let us know down in the comment section below what you want to see next. This was delicious. Shout out to Dice for whipping up in the kitchen. We're peacing out, signing out. We're gonna crush this meal right now, and we're gonna bid farewell to all you beautiful people out there. Appreciate the view, and we are signing out. Thanks so much for watching, and as always, folks, keep fishing, never stop.